Yes! Dun, 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 dun.
You don't even know it's on your back.
I know.
This one weighs about 45 kg.
This is the Velocity Rogue 55. Now we've been working alongside Velocity themselves for the last 18 months to come out with what we believe is the perfect carpentry bag.
And what we're going to do in this video is show you the bag, show you some of the great features, some of the clever little design implements that we put into this bag, and some of the amazing tools that we carry in our daily setups.
Roll the intro.
So one other feature I want to talk about.
And then we need to absolute tank it. So before Dave goes through what he puts in his bag on a daily basis, I'm just going to run you through the quick basics on this backpack, going from front to back. We'll go with the main pocket first. Now, as you can see inside, the amount of pockets that are in there are a joke. So you've obviously got your screwdrivers, your pencils, your spanners, your ratchet sets, whatever you want to put in there. There is more than enough room. You've got a front hand mesh where you can put your drill bits. I like to put my posi 2s, 1s, 3s. Again, job dependent. That's where I put all them in. Now going back on the front, you've got this nice main pocket with your two stretchy front pockets. I mainly put a block plane in there, or you can even put your PPE, just put it out the way, and that's not going to get in the way. Now on this front flap, you can put a saw, your roofing square, and the amazing feature with this is, which I absolutely love, is the mechanical magnetic clips, which personally are one of my favourite on this bag.
Good for all my fellow.
You'll really enjoy doing that.
Good for all the fellow ADHD warriors.
Yeah, mate, honestly, this is amazing. Now, and then finally, you've got a nice little tape clip on the front. Now going on the back, again, you've got one of these clips which connect to the straps to put over your shoulder. So that's a nice little feature. That means that there's no movement. Should obviously you put all your tools in there, these straps physically won't drop. So take this off to enable you to unzip the back, and again you've got your pockets. Now I like to put my second fix hammer, my first fix hammer, again job dependent, but it's nice to know that you've got room for the both at the same time. Your mallet in between, and then you've got room for all of your chisels, but the bonus is you can take these out should you don't need that space, and then you can put obviously your bigger objects in the back here. Another nice little feature, which I think this went back a couple of times, didn't it, Dave? We went through this where you've got the small pockets, which countersink bits, drill bit holders, so there's more than enough room to fit in practically all of your hand tools with what you'll be needing on a daily basis. Now the side features are what separates it from other trades is, and again we worked mostly on these sides just to get it right for a carpenter's needs. Now the side pocket, you've got more than enough room to put a level, and again this side, although it's sealed, you can also take these off. You can change these either side to suit your needs. We all know that carpenters quite frequently carry a handsaw, and the bonus with this is this also comes with a sheath. We all know ourselves, once the cardboards get wet or once you've used it in and out a few times, it then becomes worn out, nowhere to put it, becomes rusty and blunt.
So yeah, as Sam has mentioned, extensive amount of R&D. I mean, how many samples did we have in total in the end? I mean, that's one. I've got two more.
Yeah, that's an earlier.
This is an early version of a sample. We went backwards and forwards with Velocity to try and make this bag perfect, because it's the first time they have produced a carpenter's bag, and I believe it's the first specific carpenter's bag on the market.
Yeah.
Might be wrong, but we haven't seen any others, and we did do quite a lot of research. So we put a lot of work into this bag to try and make sure that it was perfect. And obviously, as carpenters, we probably carry more tools than most people.
Absolutely.
We also like to spend money on nice tools, expensive tools, so we wanted to have something that was perfect for our setup. And that's why this is not only the biggest backpack that Velocity have ever produced, but it's also the only carpenter's bag that we think is currently on the market, so it makes it pretty special.
And that's not just to say that this is a carpenter's bag, this can also be used as every other trade, and the pockets are laid out slightly different with obviously the change of these side pockets. It might be more useful to yourself having one of these carpenter's bag and you're a plumber, rather than just having the plumber's bag. Me and Dave are both in a different line of work, so therefore we've catered for both mine and Dave's, and I feel that almost covers the scope of every carpentry work, so which is why I feel like this is so unique in its own way.
We're going to have a look now at some of the the nice and special tools that I keep in my backpack and how I've got it laid out that works for me. I know that Sam obviously has got lots of nice tools as well, and he probably has his set up very differently. But this is what I've got working for me, having had this bag set up for a couple of months now. This is sort of where I've got to with it. You know what it's like, sometimes you change where things go, sometimes you add things or take things out of your setup. At the moment, this is what I'm running. So obviously, first of all, handsaw, essential bit of kit as a carpenter, and having this reusable sheath is obviously brilliant. No more forgetting where you put it, carrying it on and off the job, dropping it, forgetting it, all of that business. It lives in the side of my bag. Obviously, I've got various different things in the side of the bag, but probably the one that you can't not notice is a new addition to my bag. Completely unnecessary, but I love it. So check that out. Now, I feel like we could actually, honestly, mate, I could make a whole video just talking about this.
I think we're going to in the future.
This is my new baby. This is my now 3rd child. I was a father of 2. I now have 3. This is an 85mm Robert Sorby framing chisel, or slick as it's known. It was a present from a dear friend of mine this week, and I love it so much, it now lives in my bag, and I'm going to use it at every possible opportunity, whether it is called for or not.
Hanging a door, useful.
Mate, that could be a video, you know. Like, let us know in the comments if you want to see me do some ridiculous things with this chisel, because I'm quite happy to get involved. So yeah, as Sam mentioned, side pockets are definitely something that we spent a long time working with Velocity to get right. In this side pocket, you'll be able to see just how much stuff I've got in there. So not only have I got my ridiculously sized 85mm framing chisel, or slick, I've also got tape over here because I prefer it on the side, but there's an additional tape clip on the side. Obviously, I've got a rule on this side, and I've also got a fold-away Japanese pull saw. So yeah, I'll keep that in there, nice and handy. Always need one of them. And then on the other side, where Sam said that he keeps his laser measure at, I actually keep another really cool little tool of mine. So in here, I've got my Vessel automatic screwdriver, because I love this set. And it's a really nice place to keep it. There you go. So there you go. Just in the 2 sides alone, I'm already keeping about 10 tools, including some pretty big ones. So it goes to show you just how much storage space is actually in this bag. In the front here, I usually keep PPE, but I've left my glasses somewhere, but I also keep a nice big set of Allen keys in there. I haven't really found a use for this front flap yet. But I don't know what I'm going to keep in there long term.
I think a lot of chippies would be putting your bigger set squares or your roofing squares.
Yeah, so I've actually got another place for my squares in the bag, as you will see very shortly, but I don't carry a 12-inch square on a day-to-day, just because I don't do a lot of roofing work. But let's delve inside the main body of the bag and see if there's anything that takes your fancy. I mean, as you can see, it is fully loaded with a lot of things that I use on a daily basis, whether that be, you know, pry bars, grips, wrenches, an assortment of screwdrivers, silicone finishing tools, filling knives, pencils, and then up here, as you can see, I've got various things tucked away in these elastics, but it's got a nice little ring here that I keep a carabiner on with my mitre clamps. So if, like me before this bag, you were always looking for a good place to keep your mitre clamps, which again, everyone who's doing a nice bit of internal joinery should have. That's where I keep mine, and I keep the wrench for it in this open mesh thing at the front. So yeah, it's a pretty good setup. I mean, even on the inside of this flap here, you've got a load of smaller stuff. I keep punches in here, pry bars, electrical testers, mini wrenches. I mean, there is absolutely everything in there, and it's stacked full of tools. So before I dive into the back and show you what I keep back here, I want to talk a little bit more about this clip and what Sam mentioned earlier. So what this does is it actually gives much better weight distribution. So as we've seen already, there is so much stuff in this bag, there is so much tools, and even if you're as strong as I am, picking this bag up ain't no joke, okay? So carrying it from the van to where you're working on site, in and out the house, all those different things would be a lot more difficult without this really, really good back setup. So it's double padded on here, the straps are double padded, but this clip up here, it actually takes the weight from hanging down, keeps it higher up on your back, so that when you are carrying it, it's much more stable and really does take the weight off.
Yes! Dun, 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 dun.
You don't even know it's on your back.
I know.
This one weighs about 45 kg, and you can just, still know. Still get a deep squat in it. Look.
Break my back, that would.
I nearly didn't come back up from the squat though. Trained legs 2 days ago. So this is what I keep in the back of my bag. This is the business end of the carpentry backpack. Now, as you can see here, you've got 2 Velcro straps on the side. I've got them detached because I like to be able to open my bag right up. But if you keep them attached, it then stops it flapping open should you be working outside in potentially messy conditions. I've got them detached at the moment so I can get at everything in the back of the bag. So again, another nice little mesh pocket up here. I keep a couple of mini combi squares up there. I do keep the majority of my squares and stuff back here. Coping saw, big combi, speed square, another square. I've got a lot of squares, so I've got no excuse when I'm at work, to be honest with you. Right, everything's got to be right. And then in the detachable pack, which also stands up on its own, this is where I keep some of my day-to-day joinery stuff. So I've got a block plane, I've got a half round foil, got a couple of chisels here, older ones that I just really like because I love vintage tools. And then I've got some Hultafors, which, in my opinion, day-to-day site chippy, pretty much the best chisels you can use. And then one thing that you might wonder why it's in my tool bag, I'm going to talk about it now, is that is a brick tie. And the reason I've got a brick tie in my bag is because it actually does a bunch of things that it's not designed to do. So, if you find yourself working in a kitchen and the plinth is in too tight, insert the brick tie into the tiny little gap because you only need 3mm, turn it sideways and it gives you a pull out. But also, if you're fishing for a cable, whether you're doing a media wall or putting some lighting in or whatever, if you've got big hands like I have, you can't always get your hand in the space to get a cable. So I'll keep a brick tie in the back of my tool bag and you'll be amazed at how many times you actually use it once you do that. So you can have that one on me. This is one of the, again, the best designed parts of the bag. This is where I keep my hammers and my mallets. So like Sam, I'll keep a 12-ounce Kinetic Customs Raptor second fix joinery hammer there. I've got a Vessel soft and hard face mallet, and then I'll keep my daily use hammer, this one of a kind Kinetic Customs, fully engraved, most expensive hammer in the world.
You're not using that. No fucking way you're using that. You lie. You did that on purpose. You used that.
Of course I haven't used it.
I'm gonna say,
I literally put it in there just to get a reaction out of you.
No.
If you haven't seen our previous video where this featured, Sam will put a little tab on the screen now so you can go back and look at it. I will show you this hammer in detail in that video, so.
2, 1, go.
Oh, mate.
Oh my God. If you want to see why I've got a ridiculously beautiful, fully engraved, one of 2.
Yes.
Kinetic
Well, it's
Customs.
not technically, it's a 1 of 1.
Yes, it is actually a 1 of 1, yeah.
I've got the 14.5.
The most expensive hammer in the world right there on your screens right now.
So there you go, there's a nice short video showcasing the Velocity 55, also known as the Tool Junkies carpentry bag. Now we've been incredibly lucky to work alongside Velocity, which is our channel sponsors, somebody who supported us from day one.
And we will leave a link in the description to the Velocity Pro Gear website where you can have a look at the Rogue 55 Carpenters backpack or all of their range of tool bags, accessories and equipment. And I guarantee that if you are looking for a new setup, there is definitely something in there that will fit you perfectly.
And this range is from all sizes, big to small. You're talking from drill pods to van organisers, and again, going on to the Rogue 55.
And even cool t-shirts.
And they do the best t-shirts.
Thank you all for watching. And until next time, go and check out the Velocity stuff.
See you on
See
the
you
next
then.
one.